With the new release of the Hunter Kuranos, whatever the hell his name is, it brings me back to this old guy, the King Kappa. It's just, I play support, right? So I have like, if I want to play like characters that are viable in support role, I have like like 12 characters to choose from, or about 13 probably. Um, yeah, I have 12 of them to choose from, right? And then they released this god. Kuranos is such an interesting hunter who has a place in the meta. He's new. His CC is fresh. He has skill shots. He has very unique mechanics. And then I get this. After like a fucking year of waiting for like a new guardian, I get this fucking thing. Jesus Christ! Like, has anybody ever thought about him for a second? His passive is good, I guess. Damage mitigation's good, but it's just so fucking weird because you have to take damage to stack it, and then the damage you take is less and less, and then if you get hit by, what is it? Knocked up, grabbed, pulled, banished, or disrupted. So, like, some CC doesn't, like, take away my passive, but some CC does take away my passive. It's like, it's just fucking weird, man. And then, my one sucks. It takes minion aggro. You can't triple bounce it on enemy gods. So, like, how do I say this? Let's build some movement speed really quick. Here we go. There we go. Now I have some movement speed. Let's get blink because you have to have blink on this character. Okay, so let's say I want to line up this double shot, right? Because like, look at this. This is gonna do some damage, right? Or can I get a triple here? I can't. Okay, there's absolutely no. So let's, and it just stops. What's the point of having a triple shot if it just fucking stops the first thing you hit? The first time you hit an enemy god. Like, you can triple shot waves, which isn't very viable in the dual lane, or the solo lane for that matter, if people think you're going to play this guy solo. And then you can triple shot... Raw bot is so weird. You can triple shot buff camps and all this hoopla. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me, right? Oh, you have to be level 10, yeah. Right, so like, if I come over here, oh, of course I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. So, why can I triple shot buffs, but not gods? Like, why wouldn't I want extra damage on a god, right? This attack speed stink. What's the point of, like, having a skill shot that only works on, like, still targets? Like, Huyi's triple bounce, if they just, like, stopped bouncing when it hit an enemy god, that'd be so boring. But it doesn't, and that's why Huyi's kind of interesting. Because you can, like, do all these skill shots and you can, like, line people up and stuff. It's really cool. I don't know what that was, but this fucking Kappa thing, all that happens is you hit the person once. Like, how is this outplaying? How is this fun? Oh, this is gonna hit him this is gonna hit him twice, but it should do, let's say 120 damage, right? I should do 120 damage if I line it up perfectly. Oh no, I can't line it up perfectly because this god's fucking shit. And then he takes minion aggro, which makes level 1 clear really shitty because trust me, I play with a lot of hunters and every time I throw it, they like miss their ability somehow and they fucking, because they suck or something, who knows. Uh, let's ignore that for a second. Let's go. His 1 sucks, and let's go to his 2, right? His 2, shell spikes. So like, this is really good, like, percentage thrown back. I don't know if, like, damage mitigation comes into factor here, but like 40% damage back is like a lot of damage. This thing got buffed, so it's ridiculous now. But the problem with this is that it's implying that people are going to hit you when you pop it. There's no part of my kit, like if I had a taunt or something, like something that like had synergy with this, it would make sense, but it doesn't. Like, I'm gonna throw this, and then like, oh no, you're gonna damage me. I'm gonna pop my 2, and then what are you gonna do? You're gonna turn around and walk away. I have nothing to keep you here. I have nothing to keep you from attacking me. It's like, at best, what it does is it keeps people from trying to kill you. But again, if you're low enough, they're just gonna eat right through it regardless, and like reflecting that damage back isn't gonna do much. Especially since you build protections, so people do less damage to you. So you're reflecting less damage back because you have protections. How do people not understand this? His 3. God almighty, is this the most awkward fucking CC to use. If you blink past somebody and like turn and like push really fast, you miss it half the time. Like, you have to be a god at fucking hitting this thing, and like, even when you hit it, it does like no damage, right? It does like, it applies the damage really weird, and it should just apply as soon as you hit it, and like if you hit a wall, right? But no, it applies after you finish it or something, and it's just fucking weird. It's impossible for me to get at any character without like using this ability to get close enough to use my ult, or I have to blink. That's my 2 options to approach somebody as this character. And what happens is people just walk away. You just fucking walk away. Like, unless I blink at you, in which case you do this, and then you're fine. You just fucking walk away from me. I have no way of getting to you. That's why, if you want to actually balance this character and make him at least slightly viable, put a slow one, then a kappa, right? If you put a slow in this thing, what happens is I'm slowing that guy. That gives me room to catch up, and then like body block, and then push him, towards my team, right? Right? That's a thing I can do. That's like kit synergy. There's no synergy here. None of this makes sense. Like, I can pop my... I'm pretty sure I can pop my 3... while my... Oh, no, I did that wrong. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I can, like, press 3 and pop this, but, like, they can't attack me during the duration, right? And they're not going to attack me if I pop it. So, it's the same thing why Thorns isn't that good of an active. If you pop it, you just walk away. Like, unless you somehow force them into a situation where they have to hit you, like, I don't know, a taunt. But I don't want any more taunts in this game, because fuck taunts, right? And then, a really fun thing about this game is counterplay, right? Good positioning, knowing how, like, when to pop beads, and, where to stand when certain people do stuff. Like Raw, if you're running in a straight line and you hear Raw ult, you just fucking turn around, right? You dodge it. That's, like, a thing you can do. You can also, like, damage him while he ults, right? Let's talk... Ares ult. Yeah, let's go Ares ult. So he blinks in, and he grabs, like, 5 people of your team, right? What options do you have? You can, damage him, right? You could just burst him and kill him before the duration ends. You can beads it. You can activate a CC immune ult. If I'm, like, say, I'm a Ymir or Krabrakan or anybody who puts up walls, I can put a wall behind him so he can't go anywhere, and then like, when he pulls us, nothing happens because his team can't follow up. There's, like, a lot of different things you can do to, like, counterplay Ares, right? So, what do you do when this guy fucking ults? Right? What happens when I do this? Activate your ult, man. Activate your ult. Counter that. He can't, right? It activates too fast for you to, like, counter it. So what you can do is you can pop beads through the second duration. Hopefully you don't accidentally get knocked up twice before your beads go off, because the knockups are just like... Right, they're just super fast. Fucking Jesus Christ. And, like, it's just boring. And most of the time, at least I've found, is, like, I can't catch somebody without blink, right? So when I try to CC somebody and, like, steer them into the wall, kind of, except it doesn't steer very well. Let's build some cooldown, why not? I don't need cooldown, actually, whatever. So, like, I could try to, like, steer him into this wall, that's as far as he goes, and then ult him, but he just... It knocks him away from my team, right? Why would I want to knock people away from my team? The only viable, like, combo here would be a, like, I like say blink ult, right? I blink ult past them and then I grab them, right? I can only grab one person. I can blink ult like 3 people, but I can only grab one person. And they can't counterplay that at all. Because unless they pop beads, that's it. Because the knockups come out instantly and they're fast. And the CC and the push comes out instantly. You can like pop beads for the push, but you know what I mean. There's just no kit synergy. There's nothing. There's nothing here. Wow, he takes no damage from anything, huh? I wonder how far back I can push him. But you get the point. This character is shitty, and I can't believe I get this while my fucking hunter friends get to play this crazy cool character who like doesn't look like a Mario Bros ripoff and like doesn't sound like shit. Like listen to that. Oh, I don't have the voice back because I'm not buying it. I'm going to kick your butt. Let's wrestle. Yeah, that's funny and witty and doesn't sound like shit. Can I? Huh. I guess that's pretty funny. Whatever. I guess that's the end of my rant. This character's garbage. I fucking hate Hi-Rez for releasing him. There's 2 options. They give him a new kit. Look at that. Now, look at that. It splits the wave. Why would I want to split the wave, ever? Whatever. Anyway, Hi-Rez has 2 options, right? Give him a kit that makes more sense. Buff his abilities. Like, make sure you can actually hit a ricochet on people. Put a slow on this. Anything. Do more to his kit so that it makes sense instead of nothing, and have it make no sense and no synergy. Change abilities around. They can do that. They've done that with Zeus. They changed how Hell's like abilities work. They did that with Bots and Sun Wukong. You know, they can do it again. It's not hard. They completely changed Nox's kit because it was boring and nobody liked it. Right? It was like she was like a shitty version of Hebo. Nobody wanted that, so they changed it. It makes sense. Now it has synergy. It's strong. It's there's nothing here, man. There's no viability here. If you actually genuinely think this character is viable, you're probably retarded. I'm not trying to be like mean or edgy or funny. You probably are retarded. And then like, why doesn't the kappa stop when you hit camps? I'm done. Thanks for listening, guys.